Just have a rest. It looks like you're getting burned out, right? Just have 2 minutes rest. Just stand there, right? Think about it. Here's the way that you've got to think about it. Okay, so we're trying to understand and change the way we use our feet and connect them to the ground. Okay, you were going back now. Don't forget, a few weeks ago you came in and your backswing looked like that.
Right.
Right. So we've really quietened your lower body down now. Your left leg's just kicking in a little bit too much, right? Mm-hmm. Which then moves the left hip sort of more behind the ball, which gets the hips swaying a little bit. So there is still a little bit of hip sway, right? But nowhere near as bad as what we had a few weeks ago, okay? Now, here's how we want to think about the feet into the ground. You've got to start, right? You've got to start to think about it in a way where you want to max out under your back foot. You do want pushing down under your back foot. Now, this is where a lot of people go wrong when they trying to keep the weight forward, is they keep all the pressure on the front foot and try and just turn the hips over that way. Well, that's way too much, right? And even the stack and tilt guys, like I spoke to Andy Plummer about, I asked Andy Plummer about this one, right? I said, well, okay, the hips are meant to be moving forward, but what are they doing under their feet? And he said, well, all of them push down under their back foot during their backswing, during their takeaway, maybe up to halfway back. But what they're all starting to do before they get to the top is they're all starting to push down under their front foot before the club reaches the top. That's the critical part. That's the most important part, right? You've got to push down under your back foot and then start to push down under your front foot before the club gets to the top, right? And then by halfway down, you're maxing out under your front foot, right? So a good drill is literally make your backswing and stop halfway down. And when you're stopping halfway down, you should be feeling like you're maxing out under that front foot. Now, think about what you do, where you go back, you stay on your right foot, and then you start the downswing by throwing your wrists away. If I'm now thinking about pushing down under that front foot as hard as I can, watch what happens to the wrists. Right? I haven't even got a chance to throw them away, right? It's like the upper body and the arms follow what I'm doing from the ground up to start the downswing. Show me that.